Hey guys, it's been a little while. I'm gonna be honest, I've been in an art block for a little bit, and I finally, just now decided to kind of force myself out of it because I've been unartistically inspired for long enough. I'm working on a traditional acrylic piece right now, which I'm not, you know, you've seen some of my acrylic pieces. I'm not great at that, but I think this one's coming along really nicely. So I'm excited to share that when it's done. And I did a pair of digital pieces with a self-given prompt, flowers, but make them princesses. Full disclosure, I do watch PricklyAlpaca, and this was inspired by the fantasy nonsense she gets up to on her channel. I did try to come up with little stories for each of the two, but again, I'm very creatively burnt out, so bear with me. The first one is based off of, I know, so original, a rose. Yeah, I'm basic. Her name is also on the nose, Rosalind. I wanted to give her a dramatic flowy dress since roses have layers of petals. I know roses come in a wide variety of colors. My family has a couple rose bushes that are pastel pink and they have like little splashes of orange on them. But sticking with the generic design, I ended up doing the deep red color for the gown. You probably saw my indecisive mess with the sleeves. I almost went for a wide sleeve design, but ended with puffy sleeves tight at the elbow and tightened at the wrist cuff. Bear with me. I've been a little under the weather lately, so I sound like I've been gargling nails. Since roses are notoriously thorny, I gave her a choker with spikes, which is less of the romantic fantasy design that I was going for and more of like emo, grunge, like that kind of aesthetic, but I like it. So I don't care. And I gave her a very sour expression, like you could have just met her and she already hates your guts. I'd like to think her personality is prickly and grumpy, but if she likes someone, she will protect them forever, like thorns guarding the rose flower. Like they're the treasure, like the flowers are to the rose bush, and they will protect them with their thorny spikiness. Maybe she's a martial artist or a master of some weapon type. Something to do with like sharp needles, I should hope. But I think a sword is a little too generic, even for me. The hairstyle is a free flowing mass of curls because every rose I've ever grown is like a vine and tends to naturally twist. Plus, the sheer volume reminds me of a rose bush. Not sure where it is in the recording, but I almost went in and added like a yellow golden rose pattern. Um, but I've ultimately decided against it. Colors clashed too much, and I ended up just liking the plain dress. She has a corset, um, you know, because of the requirements of fantasy nonsense, and some roses in her hair just in case it wasn't clear enough that this character isn't supposed to be a rose. The next one I did was another basic flower, a white lily. I know. I'll be more creative with this if I do this prompt again. Her name is, I know, so original, Lilith. Yeah. Lilies are one of the flowers with like an overwhelmingly sweet smell. Like you walk in a room or garden and you can instantly tell there's a lily in there. So, personality wise, she's one of those people who are sweet to the point of it being a character flaw. Like, there's almost nothing she wouldn't do to help somebody. Lilies are also delicate, so I think she's frail and dainty person. Maybe she has some kind of like illness that's been plaguing her since she was a child, something like that. I think when she meets Rosalind, Rosalind instantly dislikes her because she doesn't get her personality. They clash. Like Rosalind is very much a look out for number one. I don't if I don't like you, I don't like you kind of person. And Lily is like, I'm gonna help you. But as time goes on, I think if this were a story, they would become friends, and Rosalind makes sure that Lily takes care of herself and protects her, like aforementioned how rose bushes protect their flowers. And maybe vice versa, like Lilith teaches Rosalind to be less of a thorny person. Anyway, I did give Lilith a pattern of lilies on part of her dress. She has a corset with bows and ribbons, like the stamen of the lily. How it's got like lilies are kind of like extra over the top flowers. and part of her dress is designed to look like an upside down lily, like with the general petal shape. Like I said, if these two were in a story, they would initially clash, but eventually help each other grow. Like they're a foil to one another. Like one is very much a I'm taking care of myself person, and the other is let's help as many people as we can. I think Rosalind will become softer and kinder to others the more she spends time around Lilith, and then she'll impart on Lilith the importance of taking care of yourself and not being quite so naive. Like she's the kind of person that you could meet like the most rapscallion, evil, bad guy looking person and be like, "Yep, that seems legit." Um anyway, these are the finished designs and I hope you enjoy the video and like them. I'm gonna be honest, Rosalind is my favorite. Bye.